want to start reading manga but you don't know where to start? I got you with Korean Manhwa. Manga, but colored. Welcome back to Webtoons of Expensive Taste. It's me, your host Ippo, and I'm here to talk about Korean Webtoons. 5 recommendations for Korean Webtoons / Manhwa. Starting off with my number 1, Unordinary. It's basically kind of like, if you like Boku no Hero, you're gonna love this. Like this, it has superpowers, it has people, and you see basically it has a lot that you can dive into, like from the stories, from the characters, and you see like how there are people obviously that have power and people that don't have power, and like the power has a power scale system, like from 0 to 100, like not 0 to 100, 0 to 10, my bad. You see how each power scale is broken down, so like there's low tiers, mid tiers, and high tiers, and like you see how society discriminates against each one. Like it's a fascinating concept. Like although I know the superpower thing has been played with, like the way the author I guess goes about doing this one is really interesting. And like I don't think there's a lot of chapters, probably like about 100 chapters at most. I don't think that also. It comes out about weekly. It's colored. If I haven't said that, again I have to say it. It's beautiful. Like you should definitely check it out. And like the characters, like you start watching it and there's a lot of character development, depth. Like in the beginning you just watch it and it's all fun and games, but like they build on the characters and you start seeing more and more. You understand the character motivations of each character with the more you see, and makes like their decisions semi, like I don't know how to explain it. Just watch it, you're gonna love it. Number 2, another webtoon series, I guess. Let's Play. Let's Play is very different from compared to Unordinary. Unordinary is more action based. This one is more romance, slice of life based, and you start seeing the characters like in the beginning. Like our main character is this girl called Samara, I believe. She is really shy, and you see how like she starts opening up, like her relationships start to blossom, and she meets kind of her heroes, I guess is one way to put it without giving spoilers. She created a game, and like she works in a game company that her dad owns, where she had her own side thing. And like there's a lot of things, there's a lot of moving parts going on, and if you're looking for love triangles, you're definitely gonna find it here. If you're looking for like love dramas, like the shy girl becomes confident and stuff like that, you're gonna find it here. It's one of those casual reads, and it's just a fun read, and it doesn't have a lot of chapters also. Definitely I think less than 100. And like the art is nice, and like it's creative, like the way they draw the characters, and like there's characters also for emotions. So like if a person is feeling depressed or like they're feeling sad or happy, sometimes the author like makes an actual character of this emotion, like how it weighs down or lifts the person up. It's a fascinating concept, and you should definitely check it out. Like especially if you love romance, even if you don't like romance and you just want to just experience something different, like it's definitely a nice one to watch. Number 3, a series that I named our FIFA team after, God of BlackField. God of BlackField is different. It's a different gravy, I promise you. You're gonna start like from the very first chapter, you would know this is different sauce. Like it starts off and it's in they said it's an undisclosed forest in Africa called BlackField, and that's where it starts. So then it's kind of an isekai, but not an isekai. Let me explain. Small spoiler. I'm gonna put the spoiler stamps where I stop, but the dude dies in the first episode, but he gets born again in someone with the same name in a high schooler's body. So like he wakes up and now he's trying to figure out who killed him, because he has an idea who killed him, but he does not know how to figure it out, because he was working with the French government, but now he is Korean, so now he needs to figure shit out and get himself sorted out. And then you start seeing him like meet up different people, like his journey to find who killed him, and because he has the experience of all those years that he spent in Africa, all those years fighting experience, but his body cannot handle his fighting experience. But he also has the mental aspect of it, like he has like the experience of the captain that he was, the military captain, special ops captain, but he's in a high schooler's body, and his parents do not know this, or rather his quote-unquote parents, because they're not technically his parents, they're the kid's parents, the kid that he got reincarnated into. It's an amazing story. You got to check it out. It's 10 out of 10, recommended. Probably 10 out of 10 is a bit overselling it, but definitely check it out. It's an amazing series. Number 4, Peerless Dad. Peerless Dad is one of those stories that in the beginning you just feel sad for this dude. he was a warrior, and he started working. He was doing things, and he was training, and his master told him never to go into the city. I can't remember what city it was called. He said never go into the city, because once you go into the city, you're going to be found out that you're weak and they're going to beat you. But the thing is, he was trying to protect his student, right? But after a while, the dude settled down. He became a mercenary. He didn't go into the city, but he kept on doing mercenary missions, and he became amazing. Then, like, he met a woman that he wanted to settle down. He settled down with her. Then, during childbirth, she died. Spoiler alert. I know there's no way for me to give you without giving a spoiler. But she died. After she died, he now has triplets, and now he has to raise them. But he does not want to risk his life, because he's scared he is going to die. And now what would the kids do? Because he has no family, she has no family, and he does not know how to raise kids. But he can't go back to his old mercenary job that paid well. But he doesn't know anything else to do, so he became a security guard. But someone saw him, and they're like, this guy has talent. He knows something that I clearly don't know. So he, like, drips him in, and it's a nice read. It's a fun read. You start seeing, like, the relationships build and his kids' growth. Like, it's not one of those ones that is like everyone's a baby forever. No, the kids growing, you see them growing, you're in front of your eyes, basically, right? And I think it has about 150 chapters. The thing about it is that they haven't dropped a chapter in a minute. So, but it's a good read. It's definitely a good read, and I'll recommend it. Last but not least, Omniscient Reader. Omniscient Reader is one of those that definitely, if you're a fan of what's that thing called, Solo Leveling, I think you're gonna love this. It's about this dude. In the beginning, there's a book that was published weekly. Like, there's a chapter that's released weekly, and there's been like hundreds, if not thousands, of chapters that have been released. And there has been only one reader that read from the beginning to the end. Most of the readers dropped off around 100 chapter mark. Like 50, but there was 2 people that stuck on to like 100, then dropped off, and this guy was the only guy that has read it till the end. So basically, the book narrates what's going to happen in the future. So theoretically, this guy is the only guy that knows what's going to happen in the future, and he knows the book because he's the only guy that read the book. And now he has to, like, decide and decipher, like, what he needs, what he can get, and like who can be his allies, who can't be his allies. But the thing is, people that were not in the book do not exist in the book, if that makes sense. Let me explain it again. So let's say you're a human being, and now the world got shifted into the book. You never existed in the book because you're an actual human being. So he does not have your character bio, but he has the other characters, the NPCs, and the main characters of the book. His bio, he knows what's gonna happen with them, but he doesn't know the people. So like that, and just that adds an element of spice, and it's nice. It's a good read. It has about, I think, 100 chapters, just 100, or slightly under, over 100, about 100. Obviously, in this list, I have included the big obvious ones like Tower of God, Solo Leveling. If you want me to make a whole ass video on them, I can make it. But Solo Leveling is definitely one that you should check it out. It's a fun read. I know I've said a lot of them are fun reads, but this one I promise you is a fun read. Although all of them I promise you are fun reads. Tower of God is basically the equivalent of One Piece of the Webtoon / Manhwa world. It's beautiful. That you see the growth of a mangaka. He used to be, I don't want to say bang average as a mangaka, like his art style. The story is amazing. You're gonna meet what's his name, Yurek Mazino, my favorite character. You're gonna love it. There's an anime, so you can skip, I think, the first 17 chapters if you watch the anime. Some say the anime was kind of rushed, but for me it was okay. Anyway, it's been the Bums of Expensive Taste. Tell us the manhwa that I missed, or if you want us to do more recommendations for manga, manhwa, or anime, let us know down in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bums out.